Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Namco Museum. This is Hump Day Henry. And now, you might be questioning, what is he doing? What game is he going to play? Well, I've decided I'm going to play them in chronological order, so let's go to the official Namco guide of when shit was released and see what we have to do next. Oh, there's Pac-Man. I guess we're playing Rally X. Rally X and New Rally X are in the same room, so might as well get them both out of the way, right? There's not much information between the two of them. They were really not necessary to have a sequel of, but for the sake of games, I guess it was fine. Also, for some reason, that artwork depicted Rally X being rats or something of that nature. I'm not sure why. Oh, what the... I really got to get that checked out at some point. So what is this? Rally X stroke New Rally X content, presumably. Oh, it's a Rally X keychain. Oh, that's cool. It's the entire maps of the game, but on a key. That's actually really neat. Once again, proving why Namco and other such companies were pretty good at the time. Oh, there's a Rally X sticker. Of course, you can't get that nowadays. That'd be ridiculous. Or can you? No, you can't. That'd be stupid to assume that you get a sticker for a game that old. But, of course, anything in this museum you can't get in the real life anymore. It's possible, but it's not going to happen. And here's the new Rally X courses. You guys want to examine those courses? Those are indeed courses. Used to be an underlay at one point, which pretty cool. Of course, it never saw the light of day. Actually, I'm sure that it did. I just really wasn't in the arcades at the time of Rally X. Oh, here's a new Rally X sticker. Go on the side of the arcade machine and show off the... You know, they really wanted to show off the maps. If you ask me, that would be a bad strategy, but apparently it worked for them. I mean, well enough to where they didn't ever bother changing their methods. Here's a Rally X thing. There's a certain point where I just stopped caring about it. Oh, it's a Pop card. I think Pop being a collectible trading card thing that they were doing for a little while. You ever wonder why you hear about certain things a whole heck of a lot more than others? Things like Pop cards were the difference. These had tips on the inside, and those were identifier attachments, apparently. I have no idea what those are actually for. Kiss Guide to Guitar. You see, without having been there, I honestly speaking can't say that I know a lot of this stuff, but here's some kind of pamphlet for Rally X. New Rally X. And this was the Wild West of gaming at the time. I mean, there was no real good home systems yet. I guess you could say that television was maybe out. I actually can't remember what year those came out in. Here's a Rally X. Looks to be screen. There's the top display, but what about the main? Yep, screen overlay. Pretty cool little cars, but once again, Rally X, not a very interesting game. I know, right? Well, more like it's kind of hard to be an interesting game when you're a racing game. Only very few racing games ever become popular. And there's a Rally X sweatshirt, which, of course, it's no longer available. Or is it? Actually, yeah, it's not really available, and nobody really has it or wants to sell it if they do. Of course, if you're interested in getting yourself a Rally X shirt, go ahead and look around. Maybe you can find it. I honestly speaking bet that somebody out there is willing to sell you a Rally X sweatshirt. If you want to put the time in to find a Rally X sweatshirt, I'm sure that you can find a person willing to sell it for a hefty fee. Thus is the nature of trade. So this is an instruction card. It would be attached to your game console and show you how to play. You guys want to see how to play Rally X? Well, apparently you do it like this. Yes, I see. I don't get it. Do you guys? I don't speak Japanese. I don't read it. Oh, here's a different set of what appears to be instruments, maybe? I can't tell. Sometimes they shorten the weirdest of words in the weirdest of ways. But if you guys are interested in reading this one... Oh, I see. 12th Grund. Cool. And then... Oh, this one is for new Rally X, aka we didn't really change much Rally X. But, I mean, Rally X is pretty self-explanatory. You don't really need all that much information in order to play it, which is nice. You can play most Rally X games without having a very formal education in Rally X games. Because there's, like, 3 of them. And here's the PC boards, or the pack boards, for all of them. Very subtly different, if you can't tell. Showing to you just how very minor differences there were between the 2 games. It's actually sort of incredible. Oh, here's our ever-useful tip jar. I love this thing now. Taught me all sorts of things that I had no idea about in Pac-Man, which I was too bad planning to use. Use your radar. On the right side of the screen is the radar, but it does not show rocks. Hitting rocks is not a good thing. Thank you, Tips. I would have never guessed. Smoke will stun the enemies, but only if they are on the screen. It uses a little fuel, aka farting like an old man blocks out your enemies. Dead ends aren't on the radar, so watch out. Avoid red cars and dead ends. Avoid enemies. Do this from the start. Try to get the L and S flags early on. I actually have no idea what the L and S stands for in L and S flags. I just know they do some good stuff for you, so you get them. But much like the nature of all this, it's something that I never did quite know what it did. I'm actually going to ask how to play first. Collect all the flags while avoiding enemies and rocks. Rally X was released in 1981. An improved version was released later that year. This is the first game with S flags. Well, what's an S flag? Start flag? Silly flag? Once again, I'm sort of refusing to curse on this because I want to keep it kid appropriate. Here's your characters. P-car, 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 P-car. Enemy, enemy, enemy. So this is just sort of your generic movement. Oh, there's a tree. I think a Japanese blossom tree. There's some flowers and some flowers. Oh, there's a tree. I think it's based off of a European fir tree. There's the most rotten tomato ever. And Batman's favorite punching effect. And the Joker's favorite punching effect. Oh, there's an extra car. Flag. Super flag. Legitimate flag. I don't know, guys. It's pretty silly to say anything meaningful about this game. It just you need to know what the S flag means itself, and God only knows what the L flag means. But to move on to Rally X. Look at how cute that little Namco Rally X car is. So here is a new Rally X machine. And here's a classic Rally X machine. And of course, before we play, huge shout outs to Namco for having developed this game. Pretty glad that you did. I like it. I'm glad that that ROM was okay. Don't know what I would have done if the ROM was, let's say, being used to transport porn or something. With 2 lives, start. Yep, lower one. There's a lot of these that weren't used, if you can't tell. Of course, we're not going to be watching the test mode. And let's play. by dodging the red cars and the rocks. Clear 10 flags before the fuel runs out. And I guess it's showing you what the flags are worth. 20,000 in order to level up. And before test mode goes on for too long. Bang. Sorry, it's been a while since I played this. I was trying to get my footing again. Hahaha. Whoa! I have a plan. I'll be going for this flag. This is actually a game that I used to play quite a bit despite my lack of interest in racing games. I used to really enjoy this one in particular. Thought it was actually really fun. Hey, not too bad of a score, actually. I hope I can actually beat the high score and show off that functionality of this game. Well, not the most famous of parts of this game. There's actually a rather neat little system in this game for scorekeeping. Oh, game over. And as I had said, I'll probably play through it later on, guys, but for now, we have a lot of games to cover, and, well, to be frankly honest, the point of this Let's Play is not to show off the games. We've all seen the games. They're the most famous Namco games. What I'm here to show off is the museum aspect of it, which I think is way more interesting. And so, here's another game that I have to absolutely crush. And by crush, I mean actually hopefully do good this time around. Oh, 4 lives instead of 3. Start first at 40,000. Okay, making this machine go on. Yeah, new Rally X. Cast my car. Red car. Checkpoint. Special checkpoint. Lucky checkpoint. Rock. Danger. And smoke screen. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Here's the fun soundtrack. This is actually the one that I spent most of my time as a kid on. Hey, despite the fact that I'm not all that interested in racing games, this is one of those rare exceptions that I could get behind full-heartedly. I really hope this isn't going to become a theme of this game, aka really bad crashes for no apparent reason. I mean, I get it. This is supposed to simulate the real racing world, or something like that. I don't know. Maybe just the creator liked to cheese a little bit too much. Who knows? It is definitely speaking a hard game, though. By hard game, I mean a hard game to figure out its meaning in life. Especially given the fact that all of these cars always go right after the specials that I'm going after. Whew. Luckily enough, I'm not all that interested in preserving fuel right now because I don't have to be. I was luckily smart when I was playing it and did a lot of See what I mean by that? Sometimes your path is just stuck and you can't really do anything. But that was fun, guys. Well, as per the tradition, I will see you next time on Let's Play Namco Museum. This has been your host, HFandom6. I hope you had a great time. Signing out.